Hey everyone, and welcome back to Don't Open That Door. I'm Justin, and this movie is a shoo-in to be the GOAT.
I'm Nico, and Llama, I oddly know.
That.
Boo.
Well, I'm the hip hop singer Llama Del Rey.
Incredible!
Boo. I hate you all. I hate you all.
That one was actually like really good, I think.
Yeah, thank you.
And we are here today to review a piece of cinematic art. That's right, we're reviewing Llamageddon. So this was directed by Howie Dewin, starring
Pretty good, thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Pinky Brainvice as Mel, John Selmy as Dan, Gooch Jesco III as Trent, Louis the Llama, of course, plays the titular llama, and Jacques Phelan as Floyd. So we open with an animated cutscene of killer llamas in outer space that are hatched from eggs. We follow one of those killer llamas as it gets into a spacecraft and heads to Earth. After landing on Earth, it kills an older couple on a farm. Intriguing. Nico, take it away.
There's so much less gravitas and joy in your narration than normal, Justin. What's going on?
Oh no, I mean this is kind of like, sometimes you just drink like water directly. This is kind of just like straight to the point. Straight to the point.
Do you
know what I mean?
normally use some weird fucking gizmo to drink water as opposed to like a glass?
Nah, bro, you never like took water and like evaporated it and then breathed it in?
Literally, this is dumb. Okay, next up at the funeral, we're introduced to siblings, Mel and Floyd. This movie is dumb. Who are the grandchildren of the couple who were killed earlier. Their mother then takes them to their grandparents' farm because their father is busy. Literally, I shit you not, their father is busy just having lots of sex, so he couldn't make the funeral. In one of the wildest cutaways we've seen in any film here on DOTD. And so their mother tells not to trash the farm. Naturally, though, Mel decides to throw a party, so she invites, like, literally fucking everyone she knows, like, one at a time on film, much to Floyd's apprehension, and the party gets underway.
Yo, before she invited Rob, though, she was like, yo, Rob, where's my fucking money?
Where's my money?
But anyways, short but sweet, Dan, take us home.
Well, at this point, the llama attacks and kills all of the friends,
What?
leaving Mel and Floyd to fend for themselves. Yeah. They manage to contact their father, who's done having sex at this point, and he heads over to assist them, but he is bitten in the neck by the llama and incapacitated. Can't keep a good man down, though, and after a brief respite, he shows up in a farming combine and uses it to kill the llama, then dies in front of Mel and Floyd. The movie ends with more llamas crash landing on Earth. The end.
Well, that seems like a end that might necessitate a sequel, but we might talk about that.
I fucking hope this gets one.
I want to talk about first, how does this look and how does this sound? So, Dan, how does this movie look?
Well, if you can't tell by the title or anything we've talked about so far, this is this is like a D movie. It's not a B movie. It's not a C movie. It's a D movie. And it looks bad, like comically bad.
Yeah.
Though I do actually really like the cartoon sequences. I thought they were kind of cool.
They were.
At the beginning, when we see like the llama like in space traveling to Earth, that was all cartoon done. I actually thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, there's definitely like the gore is just really bad. There's a point where a couple people get like lasered. The llama has laser eyes, so he like shoots lasers out of his eyes and kills people. And whenever they explode, there's this one sequence where like people are just drenched in blood over and over and over, like unnecessary amounts. And then one character like bends over and starts throwing up, except it's obviously like water coming out of a hose or something.
Behind him,
From behind him. And even like his mouth doesn't even line up with where the water's like pouring from and
so
shit.
Good.
It's really good, bad. Yeah, this movie looks bad.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, this was pretty much like a student project, obviously, that got pushed further and further into an actual big movie. Though not too big, obviously.
Big.
And I mean, they pretty clearly, I appreciate, weirdly enough, the use of a real alpaca, or not alpaca, I'm sorry, llama. Like the use of a real llama in this, because like
they even had a stunt llama.
Yeah, and like there are a couple scenes where the llama's like fighting people and shit. Like it's clearly like someone has like a little like puppet foot of a llama or something like that, and it's like yeah, just like
the camera
stepping
angles
on him
are
and shit.
very like commercial from the 90s level of wonky too. Like there are a bunch of cuts in the film where the camera will be like right up on their face, and there'll be, like Justin was saying, it's almost as if they're like sending just like a pool noodle at someone, just the way that they're positioning everything. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, and I was actually going to mention that about the camera angle thing. I don't know if this is specifically where they got it from, but it was really reminiscent of Black Hole
Busta
Sun
Rhymes video.
Well,
specifically, give me some more.
Well, it was reminiscent of that, but it also reminded me of like Black Hole Sun too.
Yeah,
like
okay.
the real like zoom in and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it reminded me of one of the two. Yeah, but you're right. So that was definitely there. But otherwise, you already know, like it was obviously done on like a shoestring
It looked like
budget.
a fucking Newgrounds video. Y'all remember Newgrounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of like
more like Old Grounds, Old Man.
pew 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 pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
I'm
Like
sad
llama.
now. Thanks, Jess.
Oh, Nico, what'd you think about the? There's a part in the movie where one of the characters mutates into kind of like a llama-esque creature. How'd y'all feel about that?
That was great. I
That was
loved it.
fucking great. Oh my god, that was so good. That was one of the moments of like, I can't call it genuine pathos or anything. That would be way too highbrow for this kind of thing. But like, it was obviously goofy, but just like the sort of, not, I can't even call it a tonal shift, but just like the vibe shift was a lot of fun. I love that they really just committed to the bit here. And like I was telling y'all earlier off pod, it's kind of like a little bit of a flashback to Color Out of Space in the worst way.
But wait,
What the fuck?
when did Color Out of Space come out?
Before this,
Oh,
after
did it?
this. Oh god!
Yeah. So did Color Out of Space
Oh no!
take it from this?
Oh no!
I don't even know.
I think so.
Fuck.
I also like when the dad comes in and sees the half mutated dude. The mutated guy's like, kill me. And the dad's just like, all right.
Yeah.
No thoughts, nothing. Just like, all right.
No deliberation whatsoever. You're just like, yeah, that's the thing you do. No time for fucking around here.
I'm sorry.
Emotions, bonds, what are those?
But Dan, how's this movie sound, by the way?
So much like the visuals, this movie sounds bad. Almost all of the audio is clearly overdubbed. There's
Not
plenty of times.
either.
No, not well at all. There's plenty of times where the actors will talk, but there's no actual voice. You know, you see their mouth moving and nothing happens. But my favorite part, though, was, what was it, Trent, the boyfriend, Mel's boyfriend, I think. When he arrives on the scene, he like gets out of his car and he trips on like somebody's missing limb or something like that. And when he slips on it, you hear whoop. And it's just really fucking funny. But yeah, all of it's really bad, comically bad.
Nico, any other thoughts to that? Because I pretty much agree with what Dan said.
Yeah, and one thing that I will say that I appreciate they didn't do in regards to the sound. So another movie that we've seen sort of like similar in this vein was, Thanksgiving. And in that, the turkey had a voice. In this one, the llama doesn't.
Yeah.
And that makes it even better. Because it's literally just a fucking llama just like chilling in a room and motherfuckers are losing their minds over it. So like that, the absence of a voice, I think was the correct take there.
Agreed.
I mean, to be fair, though, it depends on how you want to have your evil creature type thing. Like,
Oh, for sure. For
yeah,
sure.
clearly they were going for Thanksgiving more like a Freddy type
Yeah.
vibe,
yeah,
I guess. Whereas I guess this would make the llama more of like a Michael Myers
Yeah.
style
Totally.
fucking killer.
Yeah.
Also, quick shout out to whoever, spit that rap at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, that was actually kind of dope. That was like an old Eminem beat, Eminem type beat, bro.
Eminem type
Yeah.
beat 2002.
Yep.
Jesus. All right, so let's go ahead and cut to the
Will
cut to
the
the chase
real
here.
Louis Llama please stand up? That's what I thought was about to happen, bro.
What the fuck?
Incredible.
So I want to kind of get down to the meat and potatoes here, so to speak. So what kind of movie is this? Like, what were they going for when they made this movie, do you think?
Really bad B movie.
Fair. I'd have to agree.
I don't even think they were going for a B movie. Like, a B movie implies at least some modicum of class.
You're right. Yeah,
But
that's a good point.
this is like, there's a whole ass 5-minute dance break in this one hallway corner where what was even happening?
It was Mel
Mel
was
and
talking
Dan.
to one of the dudes. I think it was Dan, yeah.
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 Mel was talking to one of the dudes about I think trying to get the brother laid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that was like
And
really
then-
fucking weird. And they like break into a
Yeah.
dance session
some
inspired
smooth
by that.
jazz just kicks on because she's like, I want him to like not be afraid of having fun. Do you mean sex? Is there any other kind? And then like
Yeah.
all of a sudden they just start dancing and I'm like, what happened? What happened
Yeah,
here?
and the dance lasts like entirely too long.
Like they keep going. I'm like, all right, I thought they were just gonna like vibe out for like 30 seconds, but like nah.
Nope.
So that is fair. That's fair. I think that this is, I mean, pretty clearly, as we said already, this was kind of originated almost as kind of like a student film project type thing. And you can very, very, very clearly tell that. Because, like, I don't know. There's like just this.
They fucking play beer pong.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do plenty of movies. But, like, I'm saying, like, there's like a certain energy, I guess, in the movie. Like, just a certain, just like, I really don't give a fuck
Yeah.
kind of vibe in the movie. And it just kind of like, I don't know. I really mess with it. Now, do you think there was anything in this movie that was unintentional, or do you think it was like all 100% intentional?
I mean, I don't think they choreographed the dance scene.
Well, no. I mean, like, for example, some movies might have things that are like unintentionally funny. Or do you think that like
sure.
everything in this movie was like they actually planned everything out for what they were doing?
I think that much was intentional, yeah.
I'd
I
have
think
to
it
agree.
was all intentional. I don't know. Maybe like one or two lines may have been like off the cuff or
Ad-libbed.
something, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Certainly.
intentionally ad-libbed,
Yeah. Oh my God. One of my favorite fucking quotes, speaking of that. So Mel's boyfriend and Mel are like headed into the bathroom to like get it on. And then this dude's trying to go like use the bathroom. And he's like, he grabs Mel and cuts in front of him. And he's like, we're going to be in here a while. And then the other dude's just like, I fucking doubt it, dick. It's just like, yo. Just like some of these fucking replies were hilarious, bro. Hilarious.
Yeah. The banter in this is like surprisingly good.
Yeah, it's pretty top notch. Now, in terms of your favorite scenes in this movie, what's your favorite scene in the movie?
I think my favorite scene, and it was probably my least favorite while watching it, but
Right.
now that like I finished the movie, it's my favorite. It's really weird. There's a scene when Mel's boyfriend first appears and he walks in and he and Dan shake hands. And then they zoom in real close on the handshake. And then they kind of do the whole like alpha male, like two guys staring each other down, like, you have a nice grip there. Oh, you do too. And then they like zoom in on
Nutty.
everyone's lips, like real fucking close. And everyone's like licking their lips and like really like sexually and weird. And it's like, bro, what the fuck is happening right now? What is this? And it's a good like two or 3 minute scene. It's like, what? And it was like uncomfortable and weird, but now I kind of think it was pretty funny.
That was pretty good. Nico, what's yours?
My favorite scene has got to be the time where they're investigating the spaceship, which is like this tiny little fucking like trailer that you could attach to a car or something. And we've got these two like would-be sheriff looking characters who are going up to the crash site, and they look and they see the sort of like skid marks as like showing where it's coming in, and they point to the direction that like the skid marks were pointing towards, and they say like, oh yes, it came from that way, which like might sound a little bit weird like listening to a podcast. All of this to say they like didn't have any single fucks given about the integrity of the like narrative here. Like there are marks showing that it came from the opposite direction the characters are saying it did, but no one's fucking caring at all, and they're just like, this technology is nothing like we've ever seen before. It's truly wild times. Never thought I'd live to see this kind of shit in my day. Who knew?
I also like that like you take that, and then near the end of the movie, the main characters all find the spaceship.
Yeah.
And Dan goes in, he's like, this is a space weapon, and it's clearly a baseball bat wrapped in tinfoil.
Yeah.
He's like, this is a space stick.
Yeah.
Yo, well, no, listen, that was like actually my favorite scene in the movie.
Yeah.
So Dan fucking like grabs it again, like it's a baseball bat they wrapped up in some kind of foil or something like that, and the llama like shoots a laser and he bats it away, and he's like, that's a home run. And then he's like, he gives a speech. He's like, our friends may have fallen, but they will be avenged. And he's like, with this space stick, we will like destroy the llama. And then like the llama just kills him instantly.
I think my favorite part about that speech is he was wearing a Star Trek uniform.
Yo, shout outs to like and this is like my favorite form of comedy, like a real like, not passive form, but just like shit happening in the background.
Yeah.
Dan has like a different fucking outfit on every time he's like between scenes. Like he changes like shirts and shit like that.
Every single scene.
Bro, he has 23 different outfits, 23 different shirts.
Amazing.
Which is an average of one shirt every 3 minutes or one change every 3 minutes.
That's incredible.
Well, I guess speaking of, Dan, what other, kind of trivia you got for us?
Well, let's see. At the end, the movie credits just shows the entire movie again, just sped up a lot. It's literally the exact same thing.
Here's a recap of what you just saw.
Anybody know how long this movie is?
69 minutes.
69 minutes,
Yep.
Isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck yes.
And then also, before it was included on Amazon Prime, Amazon priced the standard definition for the version, or standard definition version, at $1 million. The HD version was $1,000,000.99.
Incredible.
I wonder if anybody bought that. I wonder if anybody just fucking wild boy out here fucking bought that shit for like $1 million.
Bro,
Elon would do it.
I would, well, I was just going to say, I would bet if this movie was still $1 million right now, I bet one of the crypto kids would have done it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like one
bro,
of those
make
kids
that
who
shit
got
like an
ripped off
NFT, bro.
Crypto. Yeah.
Gag.
And then lastly, there is one character, I don't remember what part, but one character's facial hair disappears and reappears mid-scene.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I have to go back and watch that now. I don't remember who it could be. It would have to be the one dude who was like crying over the fact that like his girl was messing around
Cheating
with the
on
other
him?
dude.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and he was like, babe, I just blew him 3 times.
Can I just say real quick, we must have like a culturally different definition of what constitutes draws.
Yeah,
'Cause,
because his
like-
were just pants.
Yeah, because they were talking about, they were playing some kind of like strip beer pong thing, and like they were going on about like, oh, like drop your draws. And I was like, whoa, I don't see nobody's like piece in this movie. And like, no, like they're talking about drop your draws, and he dropped his pants. And I was like, all right, well, where I come from, your draws is like your underwear. It's like your, it's like your boxers or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's always cool to see these, cross-cultural connections.
Is it?
It is actually. So, not to ask, but I feel like of all the movies we've reviewed recently, we could actually find ourselves in this one.
Could we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so like, I'm going to give you a scenario like this. So we're not any of these kids, right? Let's just say like we just head out to an unspecified town where we have a friend and the friend's throwing a party, and then a killer llama shows up, right? If you saw a llama with red eyes, what would you do?
I'm out so fast.
Oh, you're out? You're just done?
Yeah, bro. if the local wildlife is like that, then I'm not about it.
See, I don't know.
What?
I might go and try and go and pet it.
All right, well, you're dead.
Llamas are hella cute, bro.
You're dead. No, what? No. So you're dead. You're sure you're not mixing up a llama with an alpaca?
Alpacas are cute as shit, too. You got a problem with alpacas?
No, I got a problem with llamas.
Shame.
I mean, yeah. For me personally, I see like a red-eyed llama. I'm like, yo, it's me or you, bro. Like, I gotta take that dude out. Straight up. But going, I guess, to the next level now. Let's say you actually know that the llama was killing people, right?
Mm-hmm.
How would you fight back against it, or would you run? Would you fight or run? You got the fight or flight in you.
I would try and cop a mirror shield from Legend of Zelda.
Ooh.
So that once he like shoots, I could be like, pew pew!
That's smart.
Send his own death rays back at him.
That's actually pretty smart.
That or like a gun.
I would fight.
I feel like I would have to like try like melee him, bro, with like a cutlass, bro. Just feel like that'd be the moves.
There's so many weapons on a farm.
Yeah. Like, you know, they got like the a scythe. They must have a scythe on a farm.
Pitchfork.
Oh, most certainly.
Grass knife,
Lots of farming equipment.
A gun.
Probably.
probably. Or you could run him over with a car.
Yeah, that too.
All right, so this is actually a pretty defeatable foe. Good job, DOTD. Now, I want to talk about, and I know this is a shorter episode than usual, but trust me, this movie is also shorter. It's literally half an hour shorter than most of the movies we review.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about the critic score, right? So on IMDb,
Ooh, buddy.
this is sitting at a 3.9 out of 10 on IMDb. But the Rotten
Higher
Tomatoes
than I
score
expected.
couldn't be any different. There is no critic score for this movie, but where do you think the audience score is for Llamageddon on Rotten Tomatoes?
4.
69.
This movie's sitting at 89% by the audience on Rotten
Holy
Tomatoes.
shit, what?
Wow.
You're fucking kidding me right now. No way.
Not kidding.
Impressive.
Not joking.
Holy shit, that's nuts.
That's higher than most movies we've watched.
Yeah.
That's higher than a lot of movies
That's
we've watched.
higher than a lot of movies we've watched.
So, I must ask now,
Fuck, man.
where do you rate this? Just give me your couple thoughts about the movie that maybe we haven't said already. Just let it out and toss out your final score. I'll go ahead and take the lead on this one. Maybe, I'm a little young at heart. I don't know. But I feel like this kind of movie, you can't make this kind of movie when you get like a little bit older than the people who made this movie. And I don't mean like you physically can't make the movie. I mean, I don't think you would be able to really like harness that same kind of chaotic energy. The best way for me to put it in words is kind of like, all right, you know the movie Clerks? Like the first Clerks, it's like a stone cold classic. And like people always go back and talk about how that movie is indie as fuck, but it's so good.
Yeah.
And like, but part of what made that movie so good is just like the people who made it being so like there in that moment and that being such a snapshot of them. And I think similarly with Llamageddon, like, I don't think even the same people realistically could get back together and like, 10 years, not that it's been 10 years, but like 10 years later, try and do it again. Like, I don't know if the energy would be exactly the same. Like it's almost like you can't chase a star and catch it, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it. I'm sounding mad mystical right now, but just know what I'm saying.
I know. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Exactly. So all that to say, I enjoyed this movie way more than I expected. I saw this movie a long time ago and I showed just literally the title to Nico. Like Nico was over one night and I was like, we should watch Llamageddon. And he was like, we should. And I was like, no, we're fucking not. Fast forward a couple months later and here we are. So
It's true.
I think that this movie is one of those that to me hits every comedy note. It's not going to win any awards for anything at all involved in the movie, but I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. It was so much dumb fun. I can't give it a bad score. For me, this is going to get like an 80. I'm sorry. I just really enjoy this movie.
Wow. I also really enjoyed the movie more than I thought I would. The beginning of the movie, like I said, I liked the cartoon part, but then I was like, oh, I don't like this. But as it went on, I was like, no, this is pretty fucking funny. And I don't know, something morally inside me can't give it that high of a score, but I did enjoy it. I'm gonna give it a 70.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair score.
Yeah, man, this movie's fucking bonkers. There are a few movies on here on DOTD where, like, even when we're done with the like synopsis, we don't cover all the wacky shit that happens, and this is obviously one of them. We're not doing it justice by like saying, and then the llama kills a bunch of people, because, like, yes, that is what happens, but it's also just like so irreverent and self-aware and just a good time. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm also going to give this a 70.
Okay.
I was expecting to, like, at first I was like, oh yeah, Llamageddon. We'll probably end up thinking this is like a solid 30 or something. God damn it.
All right. Well, listen, is this one gonna get a recommend from us?
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Now, I want to bring this to the forefront here because it's been a minute. Is this movie so bad it's magical, aka Badgical?
I think it kind of fucking is. That energy you were talking about, I think you could call that magic. Also a lot of alcohol, but
Yeah, that too. I think that it's not magical, but badgical.
Oh, go off, kid!
Well, that kind of seals it for me because I also am of the mindset to call this one truly Badgical. So
Insane.
Wow.
that's the fucking stamp for Badgical. I forgot what I did. It's been so long. I can't even remember. I think the last Badgical movie we had was like Zombies.
No, it
Maybe.
was Troll 2.
Well, that was the first one,
the
I thought. That was the one that invented the
Oh,
award.
no, you're right. It was Zombies.
It may have been Zoobies, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. We got to go back and check the, our tome, our libraries, if it was. Any last thoughts before we wrap this one up?
I can't fucking believe we recommended this. I don't regret it.
Hey, listen, man, it's a $1 million movie, all right? You can't.
Yeah, it's expensive, bro.
It's expensive. Really expensive.
I'm balling out here watching this movie.
Well, that's been it from us here at DOTD. See, we support student films. We
do.
Gave this one a positive review. So yeah, if you've got an opinion on this movie or you've never seen it, or hey, like maybe if you worked on it and we're like, hey, thanks guys, like we don't like this movie that much. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. But whatever you want to do, whoever you are, reach out to us. We're on social media at DOTD Horror. That's for Twitter and Instagram. We're also on Facebook. Don't open that door. Plus, you can check out our website to see everything we've done. And by see, I mean here. That's dotdhorror.com. But till then, watch out for llamas. Keep each other safe. And as always, dear listener, don't open that door. Bye.